Gemini, this is your quick and general reading. We are doing a full moon reading. We're going to see what the full moon is going to bring for you. All right. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Shamala and I am a spiritual teacher and intuitive therapist. And I use these cards sometimes in my therapy work, especially if the client is not able to access a certain emotion or certain thing within the shadow self. And we use the cards. It's really effective. All right. So today we are doing a 5-card spread. All right. So this is the first one. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it closed. For some of the readings, I have, open it up, but I thought closing it might be better. Okay. So 2. So this for Gemini, 3, 4, and 5. We will use this as a clarifying deck, or if we need more information. So the first card we have here for you, Gemini, this card represents the full moon energy. The full moon is coming up on the 30th, 31st August, depending on where you're located in the world. If you want more information about this, there is a link to an article that I have written. Is somewhere below this video. You can look for it. So this card is Milky Way. All right, this is not exactly from the tarot, this particular one, but I feel the energy says abundance. So let's pick one more for you. And we have 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, very nice. So 7 of Pentacles, it's about harvesting. You may need to take a short break, as we go about harvesting. So end of the month, you may feel that you are reaping the rewards, you're getting back the rewards, and you're taking a short break, right? Having a short break is fine. Now let's get more information about this, what the full moon energy brings to you. What else does Gemini need to know? So keep in mind, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and drop the rest, okay? So we have 8 of Swords. And so one of the things that you may be fighting with, which the full moon may bring up for you, is, the self-imposed limitations. You may feel you may be your worst enemy during this time, maybe because you're taking a break. So you become, if you overthink, right, then you become your own worst enemy, thinking that, you're just victimizing yourself and limiting yourself, and maybe entertaining too many negative thoughts. So keep that in mind. All right. So this one, second card here, it's about what kind of lessons you can learn from the energy of the full moon. And we have here the 2 of Cups. So the energy here is teaching you about collaboration, teaching you about sharing, teaching you about how you can be much more open emotionally. Let's see what else. Oops, that one flew off the table. Let me pick it up. And we have here the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about having a vision, taking control. So I feel that when it comes to your emotional well-being, you need to be a little bit bold. You need to be a little bit optimistic when it comes to your emotions. There is also the energy of being an entrepreneur coming in. So, those of you who, if you are thinking of becoming an entrepreneur and you are feeling very fearful about what this energy is bringing to you, you're not sure whether you should step into it. You have an assurance here that you should embrace that energy, right? It is an energy of ability to take control, using the energy of entrepreneurship to your advantage. So, based on this first card as well, this Milky Way is really about abundance, okay? And you have your own self-limiting beliefs that is blocking you, okay? So, can we have more information for Gemini? Okay, and here we go. And this one says Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is inviting you to be much more grounded in your financial goals, to be much more consistent as well, and to be, to have your vision on directed at what you want as your end product, right? To be practical, to be ambitious, as well as to be goal-oriented. Okay, it will serve you very well. I feel like this new phase, this new moon, right, is bringing in a lot of opportunities for you, but whether you are able to see it, that's the other challenge, right? So oftentimes we may be blinded because of our own fears. So if you need to work through fears, go check out my other channel. I do educational videos there on how to empower yourself, right? Emotional empowerment and all of that. So go check it out. Now, let's look at what the third card is. The third card is about a cycle in your life that's coming to completion. So what is coming to a completion? We have here the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about generosity and nurturing. So what is coming to an end is the energy of selfishness and the energy of selfishness in the sense of perhaps you have not been generous with yourself. You have been selfish in the sense of too much focus on other people, that you are not being generous with yourself. You're not nurturing yourself. You're not, that lack of generosity towards yourself is coming to an end. All right. So when we talk about generosity, Queen of Pentacles is really about generosity, and you need to reopen this towards yourself. This is very internalized, Gemini. It has to be directed towards yourself. I feel some of you, maybe if you have been, I'm getting conflicting messages. I don't know, is it because you're Gemini? But I am getting conflicting messages. Some of you who have been selfish in your energy and your time, and you're not sharing that with people around you, it's about time to start doing that. We are coming to an age of collaboration, sharing. We're entering really interesting times, and we cannot function alone. We really need to function as a collective. So justice comes in. Justice is about karma. Karma is cause and effect. So this is a very good reminder to you that whatever we whatever we have sown in the past, we're going to reap the rewards. So if we have been selfish and we're not open to allow more energies to flow in, then we are limiting ourselves as well, right? So justice energy is also about universal laws, to be open to universal stream of energies, love, joy, generosity, and all of that, right? Allow that to come in. I like to remind also some of you that it is so important to be accountable, right? So maybe in the past you have not felt like you were accountable to anyone, but it's time. Wow. And then you have the Hermit. Hermit is about asking you to turn inward, asking you to really take some time to contemplate on what has just been shared. I feel like this end of the cycle, you entering this new cycle, will require more of you, more of your energy for self-care, firstly. And also, if you have been holding yourself back and not being generous with your time and energy with other people, it's time to do that. Or inversely, if you have not been generous with yourself, right? You've been very outer focus, you're not, there's not enough self-care, then it's time to do that. Think about it. Take some time, do some self-introspection. Now let's look at the fourth card. This is about a part of your life that needs nourishment. Okay. So you're coming to an end of one cycle, end of suffering. You do need the nourishment. And I feel you will get the nourishment when you go into hermit mode a little bit, go on a break. In fact, we started this with, having a break, right? So the message is very clear. You do need a break. You do need to, a break, not necessarily like to go on a holiday, but a break from negative thoughts, a break from negativity, a break from self-sabotaging efforts, a break from all the negativity that you may have been giving yourself. Take a break from that. Stop suffering. And also the other thing that's coming up, this is another strong message. This doesn't apply to every one of you, but some of you, you may be suffering because you are imagining things or fantasizing a reality that is not really true. I know this is not a nice thing to listen to, but I deliver truth. I deliver what is. And those of you who have followed me long enough, you know that, what needs to be said has to be said, okay? So if you are entertaining a certain reality or a fantasy and you are victimizing yourself, putting yourself in a position that is not very good, then you might find yourself in a position of greater conflict, disagreement. The energy of conflict and tension is not very nice. Address the bad habits that you have, address the shadow energies, toxic energies in which you have been entertaining. This includes bad habits, addictions, alcohol, cigarettes, food, sugar, all kinds of things that you need to put a stop to. If you really want to grow, you want to have a better future, allow this full moon to assist you, right? The energies is telling you that you really need to bring something to an end to your suffering. The suffering is very internal. And to really nourish yourself in a much more positive way. All right. Bring an end to conflict. This could be also inner conflict, right? Like the aggressive energies that you may direct towards yourself. Again, I would recommend that you check out my other channel. It's educational channel. I talk about shadow self. You might need to work through that, right? So, this full moon is a very powerful full moon, and it has a tendency to shine light into areas of our lives or areas of our consciousness where it is less than healthy. And so it may just, highlight to you. So I often tell my clients it's better that you are in charge of your own negativity, which means that you are aware of what's going on. You do something about it. You seek help, go for therapy, coaching, so on and so forth. It's better for that to happen than to be surprised or confronted by things and then, when things spiral out of control, you feel like the world is against you. But the world isn't, right? We just need to empower ourselves to take charge of our own devil, right? Take charge of our own shadow self. Okay, so Gemini, let's look at the fifth card. What can you do to connect with your highest potential? All right, and we have the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups here is telling you that in order for you to connect with your highest potential, you need to walk away from things that no longer serve you. Yours is so direct and very, very, this one just flew out. So direct, right? And yeah, and we have 10 of Cups. So when you walk away from situations that do not serve you, or the toxic energies, or your bad habits, or your addictions, your shadow self, you will feel much more stable emotionally. You will have greater joy, happiness, harmony, and then we have Three of Swords here, right? So you do need to get over. I feel like for many of you, you may be going through an emotional pain or heartache, feeling a little bit depressed maybe, but you're not addressing it. You're avoiding it. You're covering it up with some of your bad habits, your addictions. You do need to address it. It's a much healthier way rather than covering it up with things or getting busy with things and not really dealing with the grief. Some of you may be grieving. Some of you may be experiencing a little bit of a heartache, some emotional pain, right? As you're walking away from it. It could be a job, it could be a relationship that you're walking away from, but you need to address it, right? It's not going to disappear. It's, sweeping it under the carpet is not, it's not a solution either. So energies don't lie, right? So pay attention, Gemini, if this is something that you're dealing with. If this resonates, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. If this doesn't resonate with you, you might want to check your other placements. Check out your own chart where your ascending sign or your Venus sign may be located, and then you can go watch the video for that particular sign. So 3 cards came up. Cheer up. This one says cheer up. Live in the moment. This one says moving forward, get ready for positive change. Oh my God, it's so alignment with the entire message, right? And this one says legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Okay. Wow, Gemini, I wish you the best and appreciate the likes and the comments that you may have. It helps my algorithm and definitely makes it much more sustainable for me to continue to do these readings. I'm trying to reach as many subscribers as possible so that I can, make this channel work for me. And then I can continue doing more readings. Okay. So have a wonderful time ahead, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.